when someone dies, it's a very stressful situation. You have 2 or 3 days to plan the celebration of that person's life.
The death of a loved one can be very traumatic, not only because of the loss of the person, but the reality of having to pay for a funeral.
Anywhere from a few $1,000s to $10,000 or $12,000 or $13,000.
When Chuck Sears' father died suddenly 20 years ago, nothing was planned.
And that just becomes overwhelming. It causes fights in the family.
The experience caused him so much anxiety that Chuck convinced his mother to prepay and pre-plan her funeral. When she died this past November, everything was set.
I didn't have to think in the back of my head, all right, I got to come up with this kind of money because I'm going to need it because the funeral's tomorrow.
Funeral homes like Dengler, Roberts, Perna, and Kenmore allow people to pre-plan funerals using a trust fund that collects interest. You pay for the funeral now, and no matter how much the price goes up in the future, it will not cost your family anything more for the same thing.
You can give us a small deposit of $500 and have up to 5 years to fully fund your trust.
This funeral home is part of a network of 2,000 funeral homes that accepts the pre-planning agreements. But you do have the option to move it to another funeral home outside the group or area.
It's always your money. It's never the funeral home's money.
The younger you are, the more you save.
Anywhere between 40 and 60, you're going to save a considerable amount of money long term.
Pre-arrangements can also reduce family conflict at the time of death.
Because they didn't have to debate burial versus cremation, wake versus no wake.
Chuck Sears has seen both sides, and he's convinced pre-planning is the way to go.
Yeah, you do save money because you have more time to think about things.
Some cemeteries have even changed the rule for cremation, allowing multiple people to share the same burial plot. And that's why doing your research ahead of time could save your family a lot of money. In Kenmore, Ed Riley, 7 Eyewitness News.